सुंदर है जग में सबसे, नाम भी सबसे न्यारा है। जहाँ जाति भाषा से बढ़कर देश प्रेम की धारा है, वो भारत देश हमारा है। ना पूछो जमाने से क्या हमारी कहानी है, हमारी पहचान तो बस इतनी है कि हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं। देशभक्तों की बलिदान से स्वतंत्र हुए हैं हम। कोई पूछे कौन हो तो गर्व से कहेंगे भारतीय है हम। Happy Republic Day. A very pleasant morning to all present over here and to those who are watching this program online. Due to the pandemic, only a few of us could gather here today to celebrate our 72nd Republic Day. Every year, we used to have a grand celebration in our school campus with march past, cultural activities, and physical display. For the last few years, I was a part of our school anchoring committee and used to train the children to master the ceremonies. But today, I myself had to stand here without the children. Our whole country is in debt to the Corona warriors who have risked their life to protect others. Nation's Corona warriors are the center of attention this year for their noble service in the fight against coronavirus pandemic. Let's salute these frontline warriors. We shall now start by remembering our God with a prayer song sung by our children under the guidance of our music sir, Mr. Hiremat. So kindly rise for it. I request Shailishri ma'am to formally welcome the gathering.
Very great and pleasant good morning to everyone present here. At this juncture, I would like to quote, "Freedom in the mind, strength in the voice, pureness in our blood, pride in our soul, zeal in our hearts. Let's salute our Mother India." Today we have gathered here to celebrate 72nd Republic Day. This day reminds us the laws to be observed as enshrined in the updated constitution for the welfare of all sections of the people of this country. On behalf of the Aditya Birla Public School and Polyphemus Junior College, I welcome you all to this auspicious occasion. With great joy, I would like to welcome our chief guest, Sri Ajay Gupta Sir, Senior President, Grasim Industries, Harihar, who has been kind enough to accept our invitation to grace this function. Welcome, sir. We also welcome our, of course, we have also privileged to have as a guest of honor Mr. Sandeep V. Bhatt, sir, VPHR, Grasim Industries, Harihar. Welcome, sir. Warm welcome to all the members of the school managing committee for this gathering. I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved principal, sir, John Dinakaran, sir, whose valuable guidance is very precious to all of us. Welcome, sir. Sincere welcome to all the teachers and non-teaching staff who are present here for the celebration. Hearty welcome to all the staff members, dear students, parents and well-wishers who are always giving their untiring support even though not physically present here, but with their best wishes to unfurling the flag of our nation today. Let us join together to celebrate and mark importance of this day. Let this spirit of patriotism not only be limited to days like this, but positively reflect till eternity. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. May I invite Sangam sir to brief us about the importance and the history of Republic Day.
A very warm good morning and wish you all a happy Republic Day. Shri Ajay Gupta, President of Grasim Education Society and the Senior President of Grasim Industries, Kumarapatnam. Shri Sandeep V. Bhatt, Vice President of Human Resource Development, Grasim Industries, Kumarapatnam. Respected Principal Sir, Mr. John Dinakaran, my colleagues, parents, and my dear students. I once again welcome you all and wish you a very happy Republic Day. I think in the history of ABPS Kumarapatnam, we all are experiencing one of the very simple Republic Day festival. In this locality, our school's Republic Day programs have always left a mark in the minds of the people, and that we all are missing today. The reason well known to all of us. Due to pandemic this year, many events and festivals are celebrated in a low profile everywhere. But any situation will not make us less patriotic or nationalist. We are and will be proud of our rich, diverse heritage, which was passed on to us by our great freedom fighters and ancestors. Republic Day has been celebrated every year on Jan 26 since 1950 to honor the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect. During freedom movement, once under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, at Lahore session on 26 Jan 1930, Purna Swaraj resolution was passed and Independence Day was declared. But due to some circumstances, independence of India was postponed and finally we got independence on 15th August 1947 from the rule of British Raj. India still didn't have a permanent constitution and Indian laws were based on the modified version of the British established Government of India Act 1935. However, 2 weeks later, on 29th August 1947, a drafting committee was appointed for the drafting of a permanent Indian constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as its chairman and Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its president. Leaders from different walks of life, regions, caste, religion worked hard for 166 days, and there were total 308 members in the Constituent Assembly who finally completed one of the lengthiest constitution of the world on 26 November 1949. But our leaders chose 26 Jan 1950 as the day to declare India as a sovereign republic. Once, Swami Vivekananda has said, every nation has a message to deliver, a mission to fulfill. The mission of India has been to guide humanity. In my political science class, many times students ask me, Sir, even after completing more than 70 years of India's independence, there is a poverty, there is a corruption, there is a caste system, there is a communalism and factionalism, etc. What this constitution has given to us? That time, I proudly say, the constitution is not mere a book or a document or a magic rod. It is a living document. It is the foundation of our hopes, aspirations, development, and growth. It firstly gave us universal adult franchise, that is, the right to elect and choose our representatives of our choice. If we feel that our representatives or a government is not up to our expectations, we also have the right to unseat them. The ideals like liberty, equality, fraternity, secularism, socialism, democracy, fundamental rights, and directive principles of the state's policies are evident enough for the peace and prosperity of our nation. Problems and social evils are the part and parcel of every country, and this all we can get rid of only when we all unitedly fight against them. Still, we become successful. Once Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, the Constitution is not mere a lawyer's document, it is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. In my class 10th, one student asked me, Sir, as per our Constitution, we accepted the parliamentary system in which the democratic government is considered as the best government. But still, why there is unhappiness among the people? Why there are strikes, rallies, bunds, demonstrations in our society? That time, I replied, in a democratic setup, there cannot be 100% happiness, and no leader can be 100% perfect too. If there are no rallies, no protest, and nobody raises any questions against the government, it means there is no democracy at all. It may be or it will be a monarchy or an autocratic rule. There must be a strong opposition, free media, and independent judiciary for the success of democracy. These rallies, strikes, bunds, protests and questions raised against the government are the part and parcel of democratic process. They are considered as the jewels of democracy, and all this makes democracy more stronger. Recently, we all witnessed a very ugly and a violent clashes in one of the very developed and superpower country, that is USA, during the transition of power. Such incidents are really the black spots in the history of democracy. You all are proud of our democracy, children, and also to be one of the largest democratic countries in the whole world. Kudos to our freedom fighters and makers of our constitution for the success of democracy in our country. We, we are all proud that we live in a country that has a rich history and heritage. Here I like to quote the words of Mahatma. Once, Mahatma Gandhi ji said, the future depends on what you do today. So, it is the responsibility of every one of us, not just a government alone, to take care of our constitution and the systems. So, we have to we are the active members in the functioning of the government to make our constitution and democracy a successful one. Lastly, I like to say, शहीदों का सपना जब सच हुआ, हिंदुस्तान तब स्वतंत्र हुआ. शहीदों का सपना जब सच हुआ, हिंदुस्तान तब स्वतंत्र हुआ. आओ सलाम करें इन वीरों को, जिनकी वजह से भारत गणतंत्र हुआ. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sangam sir. Moving further, let's have the unfurling of the flag followed by the national anthem. I kindly request our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Ajay Gupta ji, Senior President of Grasim Industries and Senior President of Grasim Education Society, Kumarpatnam, to unfurl our national flag, and Chandrasekhar sir to please escort sir to the platform. sir. Kindly resume your seats. Now it's time for us to hear some knowledgeable words from our chief guest, Sri Ajay Gupta ji. Sir, may we have you at the podium, please?
Principal of Aditya Birla Public School, dear John, my colleague Mr. Sandeep Bhatt ji, and the members of all the teaching staff members and the non-teaching staff members. Very, very good morning to all of you. I would like to congratulate all of you for the 72nd Republic Day. Friends, our country is 71-year-old republic. But as far as the cultural age goes, we are much older. Our nation is known as a culture nation since long, and we are giving that kind of knowledge to the entire world. Today is the day when we can remember all the freedom fighters and all the people who have sacrificed their lives, and because of whom now we are taking our breaths in a freedom state. There are not many things has happened in last 75 years post freedom. India today has become the fifth largest economy in the world. We have done great things in space management or space, ISRO and all our those government organizations. They have done wonders and made us proud. There are many other things where our country is exporting so many things. We are slowly switching or shifting from agriculture-based economy to the service-based economy, which is the main criteria for the developed nation. In Western world or in US and all other countries, the total contribution in GDP for the service sector is about 70 to 80%, whereas we are today at around 49 to 50%. So slowly we are moving toward that direction also. Things are going great for the country. By the same time, we are encountered with so many challenges also. There are certain challenges which are like uniform to across the globe, and there are certain challenges which are unique to our own country. If I start with the challenge of COVID, how the entire world faced it and how our country faced it, in spite of having so many difficulties or having so many vast diversification in our country, I think we could still get a good handle on this. And today, with the vaccine development and the way we are helping our neighbors also, I think this kind of generosity, the world leaders are telling that before fulfilling our own need, we are supplying to our neighbors, and that is what for our nation and our culture is known for. We always believe that we want to take the entire world or entire human being with us, and that's what our government has also displayed this time. Friends, few things which and few relevant issues which Sangam sir has raised in his speech, I would also like to touch upon those. Sometimes we are mistaken that freedom is for granted. Because what happens? Just imagine a scene when everyone is given a freedom and you can drive a car or your vehicle without any red light, without any green light, what will happen? It will be chaos. Freedom should always be supported with a discipline. Unless until each citizen is having that kind of discipline, I think it will be very difficult for any country to have growth or any kind of society to grow. I still remember one story from the Shiv Kheda book, in which it is said that there was a child with his father, and his father was just having this kite flying kind of thing. And the child says that why this kite is not going above the sky and all those things. And he said to his father that please cut the thread. And then only he will go up, the kite will go up. And his father, just to show him the importance of the discipline, he just cut the thread, and then we know that what would have happened, the kite slowly came down. So then his father told the child that it is the importance of the discipline. Sometimes we feel that with the discipline the speed is not coming. But it is the speed only because of which it is the discipline only because of which that speed is coming. If you want to have chaos-free life, if you want to have, because see, there is a lot of population. There are 700 million people in the entire world. There are 130 billion people और in 130 करोड़ लोग इंडिया में हैं. अगर everyone starts freedom without taking care of each other's activities or each other's comfort, the country cannot survive. So I think freedom with discipline is the key. And if it is self-discipline, the more is the better. There are few lessons which I personally learned from this COVID episode, and I would like to share with all of you also. That one thing is certain, that life is important than anything else. And secondly, human beings, whenever they are encountered with certain kind of challenges, we are so adaptive that we find the new ways of leading the life or leading all kinds of activities which we want. And this COVID has taught us that what things in the life were really important to us. We were stuck up in so many activities, and I think the nature has also given us this chance to take back a step, pause, and think over. Now, my only request to all the people around would be, in COVID, there are many families, many human beings who have suffered a lot. So I think we all should realize the need of the hour, and in whatever our personal capacity, we can help those families, we can help the nation, or we can help the entire world. It would be great if we come forward and we generously help. It may be in terms of money, or it may be in terms of moral support, or in terms of anything. But we should be ready to do all these things. School, as I see, the three integral parts of any education systems are the parents, children, and the teachers. And I think it is the responsibility of each pillar to take care of their responsibilities well, so that schools and education systems continue to grow. While parents are expected to support their children, making them the good citizen of the country, similarly, teachers are also expected to provide the right kind of education, right kind of motivation in the school, because it is learned, it is seen normally that children, they listen to their teachers more than the parents. So the right kind of education is very, very important. And the children, they should also understand their responsibility well, to respect their parents, and whatever teachers are telling, they should have that faith that parents and teachers would tell them only for their benefits. One thing which I continuously say, John, and to all the teachers, I am looking forward to have couple of our children going and touching the heights of the zenith. Like we have Miss Hegde, who has made us proud, and she participated in the 26th January of parade this year also. If we see the Indian cricket team or other cricket team, we have the many faces who are like from the smaller cities. So I don't think that today the right kind of infrastructure, and if willpower is there, so country also any city or any village matter for that matter of fact. Like Navdeep Saini, or you take the example of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who captained the Indian team. And from our own Damangiri, we had one player, Mr. Vinay Kumar. So I hope that under the able like direction of Chandrasekhar sir and all the school, we are having our cricket camp also. The one day or someday we'll have our higher participation in our Indian team also at some level. Maybe it may be cricket, it may be badminton, or it can be anything. And from the management perspective, I would like to emphasize, or I would like to assure you, John, and to all the teachers, for the right talent, I will provide all kind of infrastructure, all kind of training, no matter if that training has to be done in Bangalore or it has to be done in Bombay. Let us continue our efforts. Let us continue to motivate our children, and let them become a more good human being, and with all kinds of all-round development. So thank you very much, John, for arranging this 26th January auspicious festival, which is not important for us, but for the entire country. So once again, thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for that motivational message. Sir briefed us about today's economy around the world. Sir rightly said, freedom means discipline. It must not be taken for granted, and self-discipline is very important. Sir also told that we should take good care of our responsibilities. So as a teacher, we promise on behalf of all my colleagues that we will produce few more leaders like Srishma Hegde in the future. So challenges, we have to face challenges to lead a good life. And I think Srishma Hegde could achieve that goal because she was also one of the challenging students. Thank you, sir. Our poetess Lakshmi Madam will read a poetry penned by her in Hindi titling Manavta, that is humanity.
नमस्कार। जैसे आप सभी को 72वें गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। जैसा कि हमें मालूम है, हम महामारी के दौर से गुजर रहे हैं और ऐसे समय में एक भव्य समारोह के रूप में तो हम इसे मना नहीं सकते, लेकिन जैसे कि हमने अपने सैनिकों को हमेशा ही याद किया क्योंकि उन्होंने हमें हमारी सीमाओं को सुरक्षा प्रदान की, लेकिन 2020 में जो है हमें एक ऐसा और ऐसे योद्धा भी देखने को मिले जिन्होंने सुरक्षित भारत के अंदर अपना योगदान दिया। कुछ नहीं हो सकता है कि हमें स्क्रीन के सामने दिया, जिन्हें हम आज भी याद कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि हमारे डॉक्टर हैं, हमारे नर्सेज हैं और भी कर्मचारी हैं, लेकिन हमें ये नहीं भूलना है कि मानवता, ये जो शब्द मिला है वो हमारे संस्कारों से हमें मिला है, क्योंकि हमारे पूर्वजों ने हमेशा ही विश्वास किया है और उन्होंने हमें ये सिखाया है कि वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की भावना से अगर हम जीते हैं तो हमारे लिए कोई भी विपत्ति, कोई भी जो बाधा होती है वो हमारे लिए मुश्किल नहीं है। और इसमें लेखक या कवियों का अपना योगदान अलग है, हम उसे नकार नहीं सकते। आपने जैसे देखा होगा कि फिल्में तभी पॉपुलर होती हैं जब उनमें कोई ऐसे गीत लिखे गए होते हैं जो हमें जोश से भर देते हैं या जो हमें बताते हैं कि हम मानव हैं और मानव होने के नाते हमें उससे कुछ कर गुजरना है, उसे दिखाना है। और ऐसा ही मुझे एक कवि की कुछ पंक्तियाँ याद आ रही हैं जिसमें उन्होंने कहा था कि सिर्फ हंगामा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, सिर्फ हंगामा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, मेरी कोशिश है कि सूरत बदलनी चाहिए। मेरे सीने में न सही तो तेरे सीने में ही सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए। और ये भावना हर एक आम इंसान के अंदर जगी जब हमने देखा कि चाहे वो माइग्रेंट हो, चाहे वो एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान जाने वाले लोग थे, लेकिन आपने देखा होगा उनके मार्ग को आसान बनाने में हर व्यक्ति ने अपना योगदान दिया। तो आज जहां हम सैनिकों को याद कर रहे हैं, आज हमें हर एक व्यक्ति में योद्धा नज़र आ रहा है। और ये योद्धा इसलिए नज़र आ रहा है क्योंकि हमें मालूम है हमने मानवता का पाठ अपने पूर्वजों से सीखा। आज इसी मानवता को मैं मैथिली शरण गुप्त, जिन्हें राष्ट्र कवि कहा गया है, उनकी ही पंक्तियाँ मैं आपके सामने यहाँ पर प्रस्तुत करने जा रही हूँ। और ये हमारे लिए एक सौभाग्य की बात है कि हमारे देश में ऐसे ऐसे कवि हुए हैं जिन्होंने हमारे अंदर चेतना जगाई है। कभी कभी हो सकता है हम स्वार्थी हो गए, कभी कभी हो सकता है हम भौतिक सुखों को त्यागना नहीं चाहते हैं, लेकिन ऐसे समय में ये राष्ट्र कवियों की अगर हम कविता पढ़ें या उनके लेख पढ़ें तो ये हमें हमारे जिम्मेदारियों का एहसास कराने लगते हैं। ये हमें बताने लगते हैं कि हमारी जिम्मेदारियां क्या हैं और हमें क्या करना है। तो आइए मैं प्रस्तुत करती हूँ ये मनुष्यता। विचार लो कि मृत्यु हो न मृत्यु से डरो कभी, परंतु मरो परंतु यूं मरो कि याद जो करें सभी। हुई न सुमृत्यु तो व्यथा जिए व्यथा मरे। मरा नहीं वही कि जो जिया न आपके लिए। वही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चरें। वही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चरे। वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे। और इसके कुछ उन्होंने उदाहरण भी दिए हमें। क्षुधात रंग देव ने दिया करस्त थाल भी, तथा दधीच ने दिया परात अस्ति जाल भी। उसी नर क्षितिज ने स्वमास दान भी किया, सहर्ष वीर कर्ण ने शरीर चर्म भी दिया। अनित्य देह के लिए अनादि जीव क्या मरे। अनंत देह के लिए अनादि जीव क्या डरे। वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे। और सबसे बड़ी बात, हम बुद्धिजीवी हैं। हम इस धरती पर सबसे बुद्धिजीवी हैं और बुद्धिजीवी होने के नाते हम में सबसे ज़्यादा विवेक है, ऐसा हम समझते हैं। और उन्हीं पंक्तियों को उन्होंने बताया है, मनुष्य मात्र बंधु है। मनुष्य मात्र बंधु है, यही बड़ा विवेक है। पुराण पुरुष स्वयंभू पिता प्रसिद्ध एक है। फला अनुसार कर्म के अवश्य बाह्य भेद हैं, परंतु अंतरिक्ष में प्रमाण भूत वेद है। अनर्थ है कि बंधुहीन बंधु की व्यथा हरे। अनर्थ है कि बंधुहीन बंधु की व्यथा हरे। वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे। और अंत में उन्होंने हमें आगे चलने का संदेश दिया। और जैसा कि हमने देखा, आज हमने आगे चलते हुए, बहुसंख्यक देश है तो यहाँ पर बहुत सी प्रतिभाएं भी हैं हर क्षेत्र में, चाहे वो वैज्ञानिक हो और चाहे वो किसी भी क्षेत्र के हों, चाहे वो चिकित्सा क्षेत्र के हों या जो हमारे साहित्य क्षेत्र के हों। और यही उन्होंने कहा है कि चलो अभीष्ट मार्ग में सहर्ष खेलते हुए, विपत्ति विघ्न जो पड़े उसे ढकेलते हुए। घटे न हेल मेल, हाँ बढ़े न भिन्नता कभी। घटे न हेल मेल यहाँ, बढ़े न भिन्नता कभी। अतर्क एक पंथ के सतर्क पंथ हो सभी। तभी समर्थ भाव है कि तारता हुआ करे। वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे। आई होप, मुझे लगता है कि आज अगर हम कोरोना से जीत पाए, आज अगर हम दवाइयाँ लेकर आ पाए, ये सब हमारे पूर्वजों का आशीर्वाद कह सकते हैं, या वो हमारी सीख है जो हम हर बच्चे को देते हैं। और इसीलिए जो है स्कूल इसमें एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान करता है। इसीलिए हम बच्चों को कहते हैं कि अगर तुम थोड़ा कम अंक ले आओ वो बुरी बात नहीं है, लेकिन जहाँ पर मानवता दिखाने की बात आए वहाँ पर आप कभी भी पीछे न रहें। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am. I request Shuprasad sir to brief us about the major activities conducted by us recently in 2020-21.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, sir. Good morning to everyone. COVID-19 stopped us conducting on-campus classes for the whole year, but we did not allow the COVID to stop our activities. But we conducted all the activities through online mode. I would like to play some of the events before you. In the month of October, November and December, we conducted online exchange program with foreign schools. The entire credit goes to our principal. It was a new initiative was taken. Sir approached two schools, one at Mexico and another at Kazakhstan. And both the schools, Sir framed a set of teacher coordinators, and they also formed a committee of teacher coordinators. We had an interaction with them, and we selected some fields like in the area of sports, culture, food habits, day-to-day life, and languages. We can discuss, we can elaborate, or we can depict about our country, and as they also will depict about their countries. This was the program. If the COVID was not there, I think sir would have taken to Kazakhstan or Mexico. He would have taken. I think because of COVID, we could not go, but through online mode we conducted. And I thank all the teacher coordinator also. They had a lot of work behind the screen. The vibrant online cultural exchange session began with an inaugural ceremony on 15th October. The students of class 9th and 10th depicted the divine beauty tradition of South Indian states. The students of Kazakhstan presented their music, personalities, and language sessions. The series of exchange program went till November 9th, 2020. The student gained a rich learning experience through all these exchange programs. So class 9th and 10th we gave to exhibit about the cultural programs, cultural of all South Indian states. Then on 4th and 5th November, students of class 11th and 12th actively participated in the virtual model of United Nations. How United Nations functions, how the other countries, for example, we have, it was beautifully done. One student was taken from Kazakhstan, two students were taken from our school. So they formed one group. So a group comprises of 3 students. They made 10 groups. So 10 different countries were given to them. They have to speak about the issues of their country, maybe their problems, what they are facing, and what are the issues they face there. They should present it to the United Nations. How the leaders will present. So the thinking of the children, the way they thought, it had gone to a bit international level. I remember in one parent meeting, one parent commented this. Previous principal took the children to national level. The new principal took the students to the international level, they said. That was, I think, correct. So on 4th and 5th November, class 11th and 12th, they actively participated. The students debated and discussed the important issue of the world. Of course, they also awarded the children. Most of the awards, we only bagged most of the awards. They debated and they discussed very well. And on 24th November, the inaugural session of online cultural exchange program between APPS and Mexican school took place. The students of 7th to 9th participated in the session. They beautifully threw light on India's vivid culture and diversity. They also discovered the authentic culture of Mexico. This session ended on 10th December. So almost it was 3 months, October, November, December. Completely it was done through online mode only. And the session, the common time we had, because their timings and our timings were different. With Kazakhstan school, we had from 3:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And Mexican school, we had in the evening after 7 o'clock when we had. And it was interesting. There was a problem of the language accent. Some words we were not understanding and some they were not understanding. Still our children did very well. And they made them to learn some of the vocabularies of our language also. Maybe Kannada, Hindi, English, not English, Tamil and Telugu. And we also learned some of the words of their language also. It was really interesting. And we were excited. Of course, we also did not have this opportunity to interact with the foreign school students and teachers. We were excited. We can imagine the state of the children also. Then in-house activities, Kannada Rajyotsava was celebrated on 1st November with utmost reverence to the state of Karnataka. Then a bunch of co-curricular activities was conducted virtually for the senior class students. Competitions like extempore, solo song, dance, paper presentation, photography. It unveiled the talents of students in a virtual mode. This competition gave a platform to the students to exhibit their innovation and confidence virtually. The awards day was celebrated on 28th November to celebrate their success. 14th November marked as Founders Day celebration and alumni meet. The alumni were overjoyed to speak and connect with everyone. On 28th November, Children's Day celebration was presented by teachers through virtual mode. The songs, speeches, wishes of the teachers created joy among the children. On 29th November, our school organized a webinar on cyber safety and security. The science exhibition portrayed by the students of class 4th and 5th on 30th of October and 1st of November, it brought out their scientific interest. And Mathematics Day was celebrated on 22nd November. It brought out their mathematical skills and importance. The special achievements during these 3 months, Master Samartha B of class 8th and Miss Sakshi Singh of class 9th are selected for the Inspire Award Scheme 2021. Master Vishal Karki of class 8th has been awarded as district topper in Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, and he also participated in Indian International Science Festival. Miss Pramata N of class 10th participated in 2-day online monitoring program organized by National Innovation Foundation. Master Yogesh Gowda Patil and Master Revant Malgi of class 10th participated in the virtual IRIS mentoring camp for partner fairs. Ms. Srishma Hegde, an alumni of our institution, has been nominated for RM Padak from the Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh. The award was conferred on to her on 21st January during this few days before, and that is because of her voluntary services during the COVID-19 pandemic. She had done a lot of videos and she posted those videos, so they were very happy with this. So the Defense Minister only awarded this on 21st of November, this January of this. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Shiv Prasad sir. We shall now listen to a patriotic song sung by our children. Thank the children. We have a message on Republic Day by our CEO, Dr. Ganguly.
आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। ये गणतंत्र दिवस 72वां गणतंत्र दिवस है। भारत आज़ाद हुआ, उसके पश्चात उसे स्वतंत्र रूप से काम करने की, नियम बनाने की, अपने सुचारू प्रणाली चलाने की शक्ति मिली। एक ढांचा भारतीयों ने तैयार किया और उस नियमावली के अनुसार हमारा देश चला। स्वतंत्रता का मतलब होता है अपना राज्य अपने द्वारा अपने देश में, और हमने देखा इतने सालों में कितना परिवर्तन होता चला गया। समय अनुसार इन नियमों को मानते हुए शासन व्यवस्था बनी, उनमें कितने सुधार कार्य हुए। परिवर्तन हमेशा ही एक नया जीवन देता है, एक नई शैली को चलाने के लिए हमें प्रेरित करता है, और हम आज विश्व के मानचित्र पर एक स्थायी महान देश के रूप में उभरे हैं। हमने न केवल अपने देश को चलाया, बल्कि हमने अपनी अच्छी नीतियों के कारण विश्व में अपना स्थान बनाया है। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का नारा हमारे द्वारा ही विश्व में फैला। इस गणतंत्र दिवस पर मैं सबसे यही गुजारिश करना चाहूँगा कि कोई भी स्थिति, परिस्थिति या समय स्थायी नहीं रहता है। आप लोगों को पता है, हम पर कभी हुनों ने, कभी मुगलों ने, कभी अंग्रेज़ों ने राज्य किया। शौर्य और धैर्य के कारण हम बाहर निकले और हम आज पूर्ण रूप से अपने ही नियमों के अंदर अपनी कार्य प्रणाली को चला रहे हैं। आज का समय यदि हम देखें तो वास्तव में विपरीत परिस्थितियों को लेकर के गुज़र रहा है, और सुरसा की भांति हमारे सामने मुंह खोले खड़ा है। इस अकाल्पनिक समय के कारण हमें देखने के लिए मिला कि एक साल से आर्थिक स्थिति डगमगाई, देश का ढांचा चरमराने की सीमा पर पहुंचा, पर फिर भी देश अपनी स्थिति को सटीक रूप से प्रस्तुत करने में सक्षम रहा है। उसका कारण होता है जब हम दिल और दिमाग से स्वस्थ होते हैं, जब हमारा हमेशा ही उद्देश्य होता है परहित, परोपकार, परपीर, और उससे भी बढ़कर होता है हमारा भाव पर दुख, कातरता। आज के इस गणतंत्र दिवस पर मैं बहुत कुछ ना बोलकर यही कहूँगा कि इस तिरंगे झंडे के नीचे हम लोग हमेशा ही अपने इन भावों को बनाकर रखें कि कोई भी परिस्थिति हो, अपने देश के प्रति, समाज के प्रति और प्राणी मात्र के प्रति अपने विचारों को हमेशा आवश्यकता अनुसार सुव्यवस्थित रूप में प्रस्तुत करें। हम दूसरे के दर्द को समझें, दूसरे की सेवा करें, देश के हालातों का मिलकर के सामना करें, हिम्मत रखें, एकता का मंत्र जपें, परिश्रम करें, सद्मार्ग पर चलते हुए हम देश की मान, बान और शान को हमेशा बनाकर रखें। व्यक्ति से परिवार बनता है, परिवार से समाज और समाज से देश। ये किसी व्यक्तिगत या किसी एक व्यक्ति की जिम्मेदारी नहीं होती है कि हम देश को और इस तिरंगे झंडे को स्वतंत्र रूप से आसमान में लहराने के लिए ऐसा वातावरण बनाएं जिससे कि हमारी स्वतंत्रता बनी रहे और हम अपने अनुसार अपने शासन व्यवस्था को सुचारू रूप से चला सकें। ये सबका कर्तव्य है और सबको मिलजुल कर के आने वाली परिस्थितियों से भी जूझना है। आज की परिस्थितियां का भी मुकाबला करना है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस झंडे के नीचे हम सब मिलकर इस स्वतंत्र विचारधाराओं को बनाकर रखेंगे और स्वतंत्र विचारों को अपनाते हुए स्वतंत्रता का सम्मान करेंगे। इस गणतंत्र दिवस को हर साल मनाएंगे और हमेशा ही सम्मान देते रहेंगे। जय भारत, जय हिंद।
We are almost at the end of today's program, and I request Santosh sir to deliver the formal vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Shri Ajay Gupta sir. Guest of honor, Shri Sandeep Bhatt sir, our beloved principal sir, management members, students, parents, staff members and well-wishers. Very warm good morning to one and all. Wishing you all a very happy Republic Day. I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this year Republic Day celebration. First, I on behalf of my school express my thankfulness towards our respectable chief guest of today's function, Shri Ajay Gupta sir, President of Grasim Education Society, also Senior President of Grasim Industries, Kumarapatnam, to grace the occasion. Thank you sir for your inspiring and encouraging words on this special moment. So without your presence, our celebration would not be successful, sir. Thank you, sir, once again. My sincere thanks goes to our guest of honor of today's function, Sri Sandeep Bhatt, sir, for attending this function. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and be present on this celebration, sir. My sincere thanks goes to our management team. Physically, they are not present here, but anyhow, their valuable support always there with us to organize this event. I thank our beloved principal, Mr. John Dinakaran, for his guidance and support to organize this celebration and also arranging, as he always said, techno-savvy. He knows many things and he has taught us in many ways, like when it comes to the computer and in the Google, I think he has got a mastery over it. So arranging the live streaming program. So live streaming program so that each and every child of our school can witness this program. So I am very thankful to you, sir. And also I thank our teachers, especially today, our Lakshmi ma'am has shared some poem on humanity. So somewhere it will help us and it will motivate us to become a good citizen. I also thank all the staff members, those who are directly or indirectly involved in this program, their support. So once again, I thank each and everyone. If I missed out anyone's names, so kindly bear with me. So I thank you once again. Happy Republic Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, everyone. Don't be the prisoner of the country's past. Be the architect of the country's future. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.